So today we're talking about, de-escalating situations. When you own property, it'll happen, right? And today I actually almost had a skirmish. I did have a skirmish. Almost turned into a fight. Didn't turn into one exactly, but it was kind of headed that way pretty quickly. I was actually visiting my food park. So those of you that, have been following me know I've got one of the biggest food parks in Austin, Texas. Great place, been safe, always been nice. But I happened to be there getting a breakfast taco this morning. And my, oh, hey, son, take a look at this. Why is this? Hey, guys, can you hear me? Okay. Why is that doing that? Okay. All right. Doesn't matter. No, I'm saying desktop output. Is that okay? Okay. All right. All right. We're good. Anyways, so, the years that I've been a landlord, 40-something years, right? And I can tell you, and I'll just show you real quick here, just because I'm reminiscent. When somebody abuses your property or does something they shouldn't do, ultimately, you got to step up sometimes. And, I remember, oh gosh, where is it? Let me find these apartments. I've had a couple little skirmishes at apartment buildings. You get people that are drunk, people that shouldn't be there, people angry with their girlfriend, and, they're hanging around. You got to try to talk to them and say, hey, look, this ain't worth it. You know what I mean? Anyways, today I was at, let me go to the food park here. I was having a taco, and this is in the food park here. This is, these are food trailers over here, and it was kind of early, in a good mood, and this young man comes up, and I guess he placed an order, and they accidentally overcharged him like $9 or $10, and I hear him talking about it, and then he takes off, and then he comes back and he says, hey man, I need my money. And the gal's like, hey, I'm trying. She said, I'm sorry, I'm waiting. I can give you a credit. She didn't have any cash. And so, and then he says, well, I got to have some collateral. And he takes the credit card pad off and that's when I stepped up and I go, hey, you ain't taking that. That's how it started. And then he pulls back, and this is the thing. This guy wasn't really, he wasn't intimidating to me. I'm a pretty decent-sized person, and I've got some skills in fighting. But I didn't want to fight him. I didn't want to fight him anyways. But, he pulled back, and I said, listen, I go, we can talk about it. I said, but you ain't taking that. And so he says, well, hey, we can take this, and puts it down. And I said, well, okay. And the thing is, when you got something like that and you're confronted like that, especially when it's somebody that they should be maybe a little bit more scared than they appear to be, you start to wonder, are they carrying a gun? Do they have something? Why are they feeling so confident? And so then you kind of go through how much distance, you know what I mean? You don't really want to, sometimes, there's two rules, right? You want to stay out of, somebody that can throw a kick or punch. You kind of want to stay out of their range, but at the same time, if you suspect somebody might have a weapon, you get a little closer where, like, if they grab or pull or do something, you can, you can grab an extremity, right? You can grab an arm, and you can quickly take control of them. That's what we do in jiu-jitsu, right? And so I took stay close approach, you know what I mean? And so anyways, but this is something that could have gone sour, and it was one of those things that, when you're in that situation and somebody's kind of being pretty unreasonable, you sometimes, it's like somebody's got to strike first. And I didn't. I'm glad I restrained myself, and I'm glad he restrained himself. Because, here, this is, and I told him, I said, what are we talking about? How much money are we talking about? And he said, here, come over here. And so we go over 10 feet away, and he starts to explain to me. She overcharged him $9 on his Cash App, which I'm not even familiar. I don't have a Cash App. And I said, well, again, how much is it? How much? And then it's $2. I go, $2? And he goes, no, it's more than two. It's $9. And I go, and I pull out a couple of fives and I go, here. I go, no big deal. And I go, shit. I go, you're talking about taking, you can't, anyways. He's basically trying to take the cash register. And in my mind, I'm thinking, do you understand? If he grabs that, if he insists on that, I'm going to grab him, pull him down to the ground, and I'm going to sit on him until cops get there. And now he's, he didn't realize he's stealing the cash register, basically, for a $9 dispute. So, anyways, happily, he went on his way. But, these are things, I've talked about, I've been to my apartment buildings, and I've seen people throw trash over their head as they're walking up the steps. I've seen guys take their cigarette butts, take their ashtray out of their car and then stick their arm out the window and start beating the ashtray against the side of their car, emptying their ashtray in my parking lot. And are people parking where they shouldn't park? You say, hey, can you move? Yeah, I'll move. Well, yeah, you need to move soon, And then pretty soon it's like, it becomes like, hey, move it or lose it. I'm going to have a tow truck come here, and then the threats come out, and then, anyways. But better to de-escalate things when you can. But, it's one of those things, when you're, those things will come to mind, right? I used to empty out I was having problems with one of my laundromats a long time ago, and people were turning over the machines and they were trying to take money out, and they were, it was a bunch of stupid stuff. But when I would go empty those things, I'd bring my little gun, and you got to remember, and like in this situation, I'm thinking $9 is peanuts, right? And then he's like, well, yeah, it'd be $9 here, then it'd be $9 down the street, and then over here. It was he was very, and I tried to put myself in his shoes. He felt absolutely, within his right to be outraged about the money and everything else. He was just going too far, taking what he's taken. And I'm just thinking, this young guy's going to ruin his life here over, $9. And or he's going to ruin mine. And, of course, I'm thinking I'm not going to let this guy grab anything. A gun or knife or whatever he might possibly be having on him. And, so anyways, I don't know. Anybody have any of these kinds of situations? If you've ever, I've seen some fights, in my life escalate. And you can go on YouTube and you can see fights that, that just all of a sudden, in fact, this just came up in trailer park fight because I was in a food trailer. And maybe we can watch some trailer park fights. Anyways. But thank God. Anyways, anybody got anything to share? Let's watch a little trailer park fight here. Look at that. People that don't know each other pulling each other's hair, ready to go. Look at these guys are ready to go. I just want to punch somebody in the face until they get punched in the face. They say everything changes when you get punched in the face, and that's the truth. You ever get in a fight, you get hit in the face, you quickly wish you weren't there. Anyways. So, hey, it's the weekend, and I'll be seeing my classmates in the mentorship tomorrow. Pretty excited. A lot of good stuff going on. Got some now look at this. Now they got the girl. Oh, brother. Anyways, I won't bring we don't need to watch this stuff, I guess. Anyways, so what else? Anybody got anything to say out there? Anybody got anything new? I just tell you, when it comes to real estate, just if you can de-escalate it, and you just don't know. People are crazy today. I guess they always have been, but people have guns. People have the potential to have guns or knives, and just a whole lot easier to settle it up. Any alternative to fighting. But you get in a situation where the guy's going to take something. You see, you can't walk away. You can't take that, and So, anyways, but anyways, happy to say it went well. And very exciting. We're going to have a fantastic year. We got the country's under new management, thank God. And I think it's a fantastic opportunity for people to start getting into real estate. By the way, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you have not already, please do so. And helps channel. And anybody want to ever get in and talk about real estate, doesn't matter what it is. I've been buying property for 43 years, and all these little blue dots you see behind me here, every one of these are properties that I've personally negotiated. The thing that's unique about me is look at all these properties. They're a rock's throw from each other, right? And I've been acquiring property like this for many years, and I've developed some pretty good foundational skills for anybody to follow. And my students have been fantastically successful, making many millionaires now in my class. I think I counted 8 millionaires now in my class, or 9 millionaires in my class. And I've only been teaching people for 3.5 years. It's pretty impressive, I think. But if you got an interest in real estate and you understand that the deals are nearby, you don't have to go far. Everything is near you. Forget about investing in stuff that you can't see that's far away. Your advantage is being near the assets. You can watch them, you can take care of them, you can manage them, and you'll reap the best benefits of anybody. If somebody tries to compete with you from another area, they're not even going to be able to touch you. So anyways, so that's it. So hey, thanks for watching. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
And listen, time is on a mission to eliminate all the snake oil and the fake gurus that fake y'all. He'll show you how to build an empire, starting with nothing but a desire. All you really need is a good mentor, not a used car bullshit. With time, you'll learn to crush it. Investing like Warren Buffett. With real estate, you cannot procrastinate. Everyone who hesitates is left at the starting gate. Hey, yo, so don't delay and join today. The mentorship and flip anything. USA, go.